What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the group stages of the draft challenge. That is right, we have built our team and it is now time to go into the World Cup. Guys, we're going to do this live. As you can see, the tournament is reset, 0 games played, and we're going to be taking our team here into the group stages. It's not the best team, guys. I'm probably going to struggle. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be tough. We didn't really get anyone good enough. I did put Herrera in before instead of Dos Santos. But generally speaking, it's going to be a tough ask, man. It's going to be a tough ask. The only other thing I could potentially do is if we put Jimenez in there and Vecino in here. Takes up to 80 chemistry with no decent goalkeeper. So I think we're going to go back to what we had it as. Get Christensen back in there. Make sure we've got our good bench and hope that from our single player packs we manage to pick up something decent. This is the squad. It's all going to be done live, guys. I am trying something a little new with the way I'm recording things. Obviously, this is going to be a live recording, so it's going to be the gameplay and me. You know, you're going to get to see my reactions live, which I don't do often. Might do more in the drafts if you guys like this. And of course, if you do enjoy this series, be sure to leave a like rating on the video. I'm hoping we can get out of this group, get that 7.5k pack, get an upgrade to the team, and you know, go into the knockout stages with some chance. I don't necessarily know how easy it's going to be. You know, I don't even know if we're going to get out the group stages. I know AA packed Ronaldo in his final episode off of his draft rewards. So for him, that is humongous. Now I have a decent attack, and I have some decent players in defence. It's my low chemistry that's the problem, and I don't know if that's going to cause me any issues. I've looked at the team. I don't think I can get it any better for chemistry. This guy's only got 63 chemistry, though, so that's quite nice. It's not like I'm cherry-picking players either. This is all completely live. You know, there's no cuts or edits here. So I've got kind of lucky that in group stage game 1, I haven't come up against a full icon team. This should allow me a relatively comfortable victory, I'm hoping. And I'm not even going to change formation or anything. I don't want to give this guy any reason to just quit the game. But yeah, so I'm trying something different with the way I'm recording. You can see I've probably got a different face cam. It's probably a little bit smaller than you're used to seeing as well. So I don't quite know if the audio is going to be, or where the audio is going to be. I'm hoping that it's at a good level. Let me turn it down a little bit more because I can turn it up at any point, but I can't really turn it down. And let's see that we can get something good out of this. So we're looking for here, quite honestly, a really big victory in game 1 because I don't need the goal difference. I just want the goal difference. And Dos Santos is straight in, and straight away we score after just 2 minutes. And the reason why the goal difference might be important for me is because if I do lose or draw any of the next 2 games, if I finish on 4 points or 6 points, I might need, or 5 points potentially, I might need the goal difference to help myself. So 1-0, guys, after 2 minutes. It's actually quite a big deal. You guys might not think it because it's just a silly little series, but I lost the last draft challenge to AA, and I've put the giveaway live. If you guys missed it on Twitter, you've still got some time. You've got about, from the time you're watching this video, you've got probably about 12 hours or so to go and retweet and like the tweet to be entered into a giveaway for 12,000 FIFA points. So make sure you get in there if you want to be part of that, or probably most of you already are. But I lost the last challenge to A, so I want to beat him in this one. I want to make sure I get further than him in this draft tournament, or rather in this draft challenge, which means doing better than him in the World Cup. And of course, if we both win the World Cup, which I don't think I can win with my team, I think he can win. You know, Skills is obviously a better FIFA player than me, and now he has a much more improved squad without Cristiano Ronaldo. We've got Dos Santos again though, and that's 2-0. I'm probably talking too much. I should go back to the highlights, but yeah, he's got a decent enough squad now where I actually think he can win the World Cup. So if we both win the World Cup, on the off chance, it's going to come down to goal difference, or goals scored versus goals against. So goal difference first and then goals scored afterwards. So the bigger the goal difference I can get in these group stage games could really be important to me through the actual World Cup. Here we go through again. Giovanni Dos Santos. That's a hat-trick after 11 minutes. I'm doing all right here. I hope, you know, I kind of want this guy to stay around a little bit actually, just to see if I can boost my goal difference, but I can't. That's game 1 done and dusted, guys. We're going to go and open these single player packs straight away, because if I can get an upgrade off the bat, excuse me, I'll take it. I'll take it straight away. But we get 3 points, which is really important for the for the group stage first round. One more win should see me through. One more draw, realistically, should be quite comfortable enough to get me into a position of dominance. But Giovanni Dos Santos, big hat-trick for me off the bat. Very nice indeed. 3 goals scored. Wait, did I not get a pack for that? Oh, I did. Thank God for that. I didn't think I saw it. But let's see what we get in this one-player pack. A European goalkeeper or a South American goalkeeper would be ideal. Even if it's a low-rated goalkeeper, just a European or South American goalkeeper would be fantastic. It is a goalkeeper. Sadly, it's an African goalkeeper. It's a 67-rated piece of trash African goalkeeper. No offense if you're, Tunisian and you love this guy, but he just doesn't go into my team. So that is game 1 done, guys. Let's go and get into game number 2. Alright guys, into game number 2, we sadly, oh god, I was going to say we sadly come up against a 100 chem team here, but this is even worse than it could have been. It's going to be a goal. Can't believe I've actually conceded that. That's a woeful pass. I've actually made a really simple pass up the field to try and get it to my attacker, and it's gone absolutely nowhere near where I aimed it. So we find ourselves 1-0 down early on. He could have easily scored with Ronaldo as well. When this guy just passes quickly like this, my defenders can't track his runners. Like, I just don't have the players available for it. And so every time he just, like, right here, I mean, where, like, I don't know what, I can only control one man at a time. And when his players just run through like that and my defenders stand deadly still, it's always going to be a problem. You know, Kovacic, just both goals for Kovacic as well, just runs through the middle there with not a man in sight. That's good play. That's really good play. Lozano! Yes! We've got one back, guys. 2-1 in the 51st minute. A little bit of patience on the edge of the box. We find ourselves with the goal back. I've now got 40 minutes to just not panic and work hard to get 2-2. I'll take a draw out of this game because this guy's got a great squad and he's not a bad player. If I can get a draw out of this game, I'll be super, super happy. The 1 point will be super important for us. Let's see what we can do. Got some space. He's around the defender. Surely this is 2-2. Let's go. 2-2. 61 minutes in, guys. And I'm very happy with that. I feel like I deserve that because I feel like a lot has gone against me this game. And that's due to the disparity in teams and the disparity in chemistry. But I'm glad to have got back at 2-2. We've now got 30 minutes to just play this game out. I don't mind getting a draw. I'm not going to play for a draw, of course. We're going to play to try and win. But I feel like I've got this guy's number at this stage. And I hope we can go on and nick another goal and pick up 3 points. Into Sané. Sané around the defender. Oh, we got some space and some time here. We're surely going to get a 3 here. And it's Lozano in for 3, guys. And with 12 minutes to go, we've turned this game on its head. Hector Lozano. Sorry, Irving Lozano. Don't know where I got Hector from. Irving Lozano with a hat-trick in the second half. Great play from Sané. Putting Sané up front has just changed this game as well. The pace he brings that Hernandez didn't quite have has been amazing. But Lozano with the hat-trick, guys, 52, 62 and 79 puts us in front. And I feel like I deserve this. I feel like I've earned this. I've worked hard for this. And I've had to fight against a really good team for these, for these goals. Against a player who was trying his best to slow the game down at 2-0 and at 2-1. So it feels good now. We might concede straight off kickoff. We have conceded straight off kickoff. But we're still in a good chance for a point here. Hopefully we can hang on to at very least a 3-3. Maybe get that 4-3. Here is Lozano. Surely. Surely. Oh, I've rushed that second chance. I was expecting to do a low driven. It's probably going to be full time there. Oh, I've nearly got it. I've nearly stolen that. That's going to be full time right there. That's 3-3, guys. I tell you what, I'm gutted that I didn't come away with a win out of that game. Especially in the second half, this guy didn't do anything. Sané came on as a striker and just changed the game for me. That's a fact. Obviously, I had him at cam to start with. We get a point, though. And look at that in the end. After how bad my first half was, I've slapped him in the second half. Absolutely senseless. And I've just not taken my chances at all. And if we look at his goalkeeper saves, 12 saves for his Ter Stegen. This guy is super fortunate to come away with a point. Let's go and see what we get out of that one player pack and whether or not it's going to help upgrade our team again. We're back out here into the store. Let's have a look to see what we can get. 1 point is better than no points, that's for sure. But I feel like I should be coming away with 6 points and out of the group stage. So we get nothing again by way of a big player. Are we going to be able to upgrade our squad anyway with this card? We get Dos Santos again. That's like the 7th time we packed him throughout this little mini-series. If we have a look at the squad, obviously it's time to put some fitness on these players. I didn't do in the last time around. Well, they're pretty alright actually anyway, but let's put this fitness on. And if I do get it to the knockout stages, I'll put chem styles on. In the meantime, I'm not going to waste chem styles on these players that I might only be using for one more game, you know. But when we look at the group stage, let's go to the online tournament. So we obviously got a nice big 3-0 win in game 1, a 3-3 draw in game 2. That actually puts us in a great position. Because our goal difference is so heavy over the 3rd spot. 4th place and 3rd place have to play. If they draw, we're in a good spot even if we lose. Draw should be good enough to send us through here. In fact, a draw will be good enough to send us through. No matter what, a draw is going to be good enough for me to go through. But a loss could prove very tricky, and obviously a win will see us on 7 points and guarantee qualification. So a draw or better here in this last game will see us as advancing from the group. A loss, and we could still advance depending on how that other result goes. Let's go and get an opponent. I will be right back. Alright guys, here we go against our final opponent. He has a 1-8-4 team. I mean, that's not the wildest team I've ever seen. You know, good players in there with Willian, Cuadrado, Jimenez and Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Casemiro, Banega, Dybala, obviously, you know, Icardi. It's a good squad, but it's not an Icons, Ronaldo, Messi squad. It's definitely a winnable game, this, and he's got an odd formation, a formation that I've played against so many times in the World Cup mode that just doesn't deal well with width. And so instead of us starting in the 4-1-2-1-2 this time, I'm actually going to start in the 4-4-2, and we're going to make the same changes again. We're going to keep Oscar. I'm going to get Dos Santos has got all right pace actually. We'll keep Dos Santos out on the width. We'll keep Lozano out wide, and I'm going to put Sané up front and make that as our first change. So we're going to go into that 4-4-2 formation because I'm just going to overpower this guy, hopefully, down the wings, playing against 3 centre-backs with no wing-backs. If he takes his midfielders up there, I'm going to have 2, you know, a left-back and a left-mid and a left striker on that one side and the same on the right-hand side to hopefully dominate this guy through formation rather than through player base because my players obviously aren't quite as good as this guy's. I mean, I've got some players that are alright, but nothing major. But here's Lozano to start with. That's a good tackle from Thiago Silva. Lozano might have scored that goal had he got it, you know, got the shot on, because this guy's only got an 82 rated goalkeeper. And there's a header from Rocco. Oh, it's hit Jimenez, and it stayed out. Yeah, this is going to be trouble. Icardi, he shoots, he scores. I've controlled this game for the first 15 minutes, guys. I've been in this guy's box about 3 or 4 times with good shooting opportunities, and I've just not managed to get the shot away. His defenders, who are obviously very good, have just got there ahead of me. Good ball in the end. And that's got to be a foul again. We get through with Hernandez here. Can he score for me? Yes, he can. That's a great finish. 1-1 after 27 minutes. I thought that was a foul on the way in. Ref didn't give anything. No advantage, no hands. But we got the ball back. We got the pass on the inside. And Chicharito, after just moving him into that cam spot, pops the ball in the back of the net. Good goal as well here. He steps inside. Fake shot stops. Cuts the angle, and that is a great finish. Maybe a little bit of impeachment there from the number 5 on the goalkeeper. Could potentially have been offside, but it went straight in. We've got gifted the goal, or awarded the goal, or whatever, and we're at 1-1 now, which again, as a draw, is more than sufficient to see me through this group. That's a goal as well. Oh wow, I don't know. How's he scored off of that, man? I don't know why he turned back with Icardi there. It was unnecessary. He could have just shot and scored. I don't know how he scored after that. My defenders just run past the goal, and then the goalkeeper's dived before the shot's even been taken. And instead of me going ultra defensive and trying to see out a draw in this game, I'm now in a position where we might not even get a point. Because this guy is playing so deep, so defensively, and just hitting me on counters. And it's too difficult for me to deal with, which is nice. Let's see if we can generate a goal. I just need 1 goal though. You know, I don't need to stress here. We was down in the last game as well. No, I mean, I've not aimed the pass there, have I? That's going to be a foul, surely. Here is Giovanni Dos Santos. There's the goal I was looking for. Came a little bit weird there. He made a couple of tackles. I thought there was a foul in there. No foul given. We ended up getting a loose ball on the edge of the box. And Giovanni Dos Santos, who got that hat-trick in the first game, ties this game up. And now I'm going to go ultra-defensive, guys. I mean, we can if we get the opportunity, mind. But we don't need to. This is a good play. Really nice. Jimenez into Lozano. Lozano into Sané. Sané into Hernandez! 3-2. Just like in the last game, with about 15 minutes left on the clock, we end up going 3-2 up. Exactly the same scoreline. in around exactly the same minute. Now, the good news is I need to concede 2 goals from here to get knocked out of the group stages. The bad news is I'm going to the group stages. To the knockout stages, man. We get the ball with Lozano. Jimenez. Here's Lozano. Lozano shoots. That's 4-2. And that is us solidifying these 3 points and giving ourselves 7 points to go out of the groups, guys. Very happy with that. Could have been nightmares. That last guy was decent enough, had a great team, could potentially have got a loss. This guy went 1-0 up and 2-1 up and was just settling for nothing really. He was trying to like wind the clock down from early on. Could easily have lost this game too. We're going to find ourselves going through here, guys. We punt the ball up with 2 minutes left. This should be full time. 3 points in the bag. Man, I'm happy with that. Most important thing now, though, guys, is that we get some kind of upgrade, even if it's just a player on the bench, some kind of upgrade from these 2 packs. So Hernandez there getting 2 goals. Dos Santos and Lozano with the goals as well. And Sané with 2 assists. Oscar and Hernandez with a couple of assists too. Yeah, I mean, I deserve to win that game for sure. The last game that we drew 3-3, I absolutely deserve to win. But we qualify out of the groups there, guys. Let's go and have a look at how the group stage finished. So we finished top of the group. We won there against Hudis. So if we lost that, we would have gone down to 4 points. He would have gone up to 6. We actually would have gone out if we lost that game. If we drew that game, we would have been on 5 points. They would have been on 4. We still would have qualified. So a draw would have been absolutely fine. But I'll take the victory. And let's hope, guys, that these packs can provide us just any upgrade. Even if it's a bench upgrade. You know, a good 85, 86 rated player like a Gabriel Jesus or something like that. That could just sit on the bench and come on as an impact sub or an early sub like we do with Sané would be super nice. A FIFA World Cup premium pack. Can we just get a board to start things off? Yes, we can. We get 1 board player. Is it going to be an upgrade for our squad? Polish. Centre mid is Zielinski. We don't get an upgrade to our squad, sadly. I mean, he will go on the bench. He is better than a lot of the players that we have. Look at that. We get Oviedo and Miranda as well. Can't really use either of those. We get Shirkov at right back. Shishkin, at right back. Not useful to us either. But Zielinski is one that that we're going to take into the group stages on the bench. Not that we'll probably use him. Is he better than Forsberg? Less physical, more defending, similar dribbling, more pace, similar shooting, less passing. Probably not, actually. What about instead of Vieira? More pace, less shooting, less passing, less physical, less dribbling. In fact, you know what? He doesn't even get into our bench, guys. He doesn't go onto our bench. He doesn't do anything for us. We're going to be doing the knockout stages in tomorrow's video. I am not excited about that. I know in the knockouts you end up coming up against like super teams, you know, all the icon squads and stuff. And this is what we're rocking with. It was a struggle in group stages. That should tell you, speak volumes about how difficult it's going to be in the knockouts. But we will be there, even if it's only 1 game. This is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.